Good morning everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good because it is good to feel good. It's a nice, cool, chilly morning here in Reykjavík, and the morning sky is starting to appear in the sky. I don't know what I'm saying there, but today's my last full day here in Reykjavík, where the idea is I'm gonna go and explore in and around the city for the next few hours. Then about 1ish, I'm then heading over to the harbour because I'm going to be going on a whale safari for a few hours, which would be an exciting experience, especially if we do get to see some whales as part of that. And then later this evening, around 8ish, I'm then heading off on another little expedition, as we're going to go on a Northern Lights tour, and fingers crossed we get some coverage of the Aurora tonight. And you know, I was quite fortunate to, of course, you know, looking out on the bay in Reykjavík, so fingers crossed to that, but it should be a good day nonetheless. So this is the Hallgrímskirkja. For context, this is the largest church in Iceland, or in fact the tallest church in Iceland for that matter. And I was just doing a bit of research on it. It was only completed in... oh, that was good timing. Anyway, as I was saying, so I was doing a bit of research on it. It was only completed in 1986, which means it's 10 years older than me, which feels a bit mad in itself. But you know, another thing I like about it as well is it's got a very curved spire, and also it's based on Icelandic traditions as well. But I do love a good sculpture, and I do love seeing a good Viking longboat. I'll tell you what it does make me think is, like, you know, hundreds of years ago, you know, Vikings would have been sailing through this bay here in Reykjavík, or before it was established as Reykjavík, of course. But it's also got me thinking, one thing I loved, like, in history when I was younger was learning about the Vikings, like, you know, their history, their conquests, their culture, and it's wonderful, it is. And you know, I always like to say maybe I might just be a Viking ancestry. I tell you what, now that I say that, I don't know if you guys recall, I did a DNA test a few years ago, and I reviewed the results with my mum. But I had some results back recently that said that I am likely to have 2% of Icelandic in my DNA. So, you know, furthers the point, I could just be of Viking ancestry. And you know, I mean, if I grow my beard out and maybe my hair out as well, braid it and whatnot, I think I might just look the part. It's crazy to think I was only just here, like, last night, getting a nice little glimpse out there of the Aurora. And again, you've got to kind of pick your moments. Got to make sure your timing's right, check your forecasts, you know, check where there's, like, you know, little light pollution, check where, you know, there's a nice clear night, you know, someone that's very isolated, and you should still be in a chance with getting a good shot of the Aurora Borealis. So this here is the Christmas cat. I was just reading how what is it in tradition that if you're, like, not behaving, if you're a bad boy or girl in the lead up to Christmas, then the Christmas cat will eat you. But if you do your chores, you might get, you know, like some garments, you know, like a pair of socks or something if you're good. But I was also just reading how, like, you know, like in other Scandinavian countries, there's, like, different, like, you know, folklores surrounding Christmas. So yeah, definitely don't want to get eaten by a cat this Christmas. Okay, I'm just back on the lake right now, and I'm also just observing the fact that the sunlight is just starting to seep through. It is, but it's interesting because it reminds me a bit of when I was in Tromsø in Norway a few years ago, and there's a lot of comparisons between these two trips, not gonna lie. But one thing that I observed while I was there, because where I was in Norway, it was in the Arctic Circle, it meant that you were only going to see a few hours of daylight each day, especially during the winter months. But then, because I'm in Iceland and it's just below the Arctic Circle, you're more than likely going to see about, on average in November, about 6 hours of daylight or something. So, and also the whale watching cruise that I'm just about to go on coincides with the sun setting, so we're doing quite alright. I fully anticipate it to be really cold out at sea, so hence why I've got my hat on, I've got my coat hood up, I'm gonna wear my scarf like this, just so I get, you know, a nice bit of warmth whilst I'm on this boat. I don't know if you can notice in the distance over there, but there's still some volcanic activity going off near Keflavik. It's so interesting to see, like, I saw that flying in the other day, and then basically, and then I've also had people like checking on me, like they know that I'm in Iceland, being like, oh, are you okay, Ollie, and whatnot, and I'm like, I'm fine, I'm nowhere near like the volcanic activity. I tell you another thing that I really like is the fact that my entire time here in Iceland has been very much clear, and like, you know, very lovely clear skies. Yes, there's a bit of cloud in the distance, but where I am standing, it's nice and clear. So I'm quite fortunate today's not like windy and choppy out at sea, so this should give us an advantage for this whale watching safari. Oh!
11 o'clock.
Oh, yes, yes!
The impact of the water will break the small shell that they have on their skin. So we have a humpback whale.
Oh, 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 it's right in front of us.
Now you can look around 1 o'clock, maybe 70 meters, no, 50 meters from us.
Oh, oh, oh.
And it's coming to see you.
Aw.
Hello.
Can I pet
So
dog?
you can still see 1 o'clock.
Oh, what a lovely, lovely little creature. I say little creature, but
It's got the body.
it's.
Oh, 12 o'clock in the phone.
Oh,
And
oh,
that's it.
oh.
Perfect. Let's say a bit of that. Oh no.
Oh wait,
7 o'clock.
Wait a minute.
it's just teasing us now.
What?
Wow.
Whoa! Oh!
So you saw they opened their mouth when they jump?
That is.
That is so cool.
'em.
Oh!
Wow. Again.
Oh!
Oh, just
Oh!
2 o'clock, super close to the boat. Maybe 10 meters, we can see them swimming through the water.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, you
Oh jeez.
love
Oh,
the
go on,
teaser.
tail, tail. Whew.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
And a maximum weight of 40 tons. It's a real show, it's very, very cool.
It's a whale of a time.
Yeah, that is. Oh shit.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah.
And the same.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh! Whoa! They're little teasers, they are.
12:30 now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, tail.
Circle is made by their dive. They're gonna create a current with their tail, and that's gonna create this circle side of the boat.
Turn.
Oh.
We can see them super close. And tail.
Oh, there we go. Another little blow.
And no.
And
Oh,
beautiful
oh, oh, wonderful. Oh, go on.
Come
Go on.
Tail.
Tail. Oh. Oh. Tail.
Give us that tail. Oh.
It was that.
Give us some tail. Oh.
Oh.
No tail.
I'm so fortunate I brought this camera with me on this trip because I don't know what I would have done without it. This is a bit of my lifesaver today because this can only zoom in so much, but this goes up to 200 millimeters, so
No,
brilliant.
that's crazy.
I know,
That's
incredible.
crazy.
Okay, we've just made it back into Reykjavík. That was a really actually nice fun trip. But anyway, the restaurant that's over there where we were checking in earlier, they've allowed us to have 15% off just for doing today's little trip. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that, of course I am. Okay, so we've just finished up having some food here at the Cold Harbour Cafe. It's been really good. I guess you could say it was really scrumdiddly-dumptious. And none of you are going to get that context except these guys here. They've all been absolutely incredible. Really kept me some good company today. A lot of great banter. And I don't know if our paths will cross again, but enjoy your rest of the time in Iceland, guys.
We love you, Ollie. Yes. Scrum diddly dum.
That's the chant you needed. Scrum, diddly, dumptious. Scrum, diddly, dumptious. I've just made it back to my hostel. No one's in here, thankfully, so it's just me. But I tell you what, that was a really lovely, fun trip that was, and especially being with those lads. So shout out again to Marco, Sammy, and Nico, who have all been lovely company, and I just love how, like, you know, we went from just chatting to each other on the boat, and then we had food with each other at the old harbour cafe, and yeah, it was scrumdiddly-umptious, as the saying goes. But I tell you what, I know I've probably said it before in one of these vlogs, but I'll say it again. You know, I love traveling for many things, but one of my favorite things is the people that you meet. You may not necessarily meet them again in the future, but like, even if you just have a little chat with somebody, or with these three lads in particular, you know, make for some lasting memories. And who's to say that, you know, we may just meet up in the future or something. I know they all live across the pond, they do, in Florida, so it's like, I might just be there someday, you never know. But that was a lovely little whale watching cruise, that was. But now got the last little bit of this trip before, well, I've got a little while before I do need to head off, but the last little bit of this trip is our Northern Lights excursion, so I shall see you shortly. Okay, I've just left the hostel. I've also said my goodbyes to a few people in the room just because I'm checking out tomorrow morning and I don't want to interrupt them when I get in much later. But anywho, what I'm doing now is I'm heading over to the meetup point for the Northern Lights tour. And in fact, it's the exact same spot where I went yesterday morning for the Golden Circle tour, and in turn it's the exact same company. So nice little bit of coincidence there. But this should be a really fun experience, and also fingers crossed we get some good activity tonight, because it's been really clear in Iceland these last few nights, so that makes me optimistic for tonight. So here's all the best, wishing us all the best. Right, we are going on the bus.
Oh my goodness.
And look at what I bumped into! Alright, we've just got off the bus, and there is some sightings above. Again, you can't see it, but I'm gonna take some shots on my phone. Okay, alright, we are getting some good shots out here. I think we need to get back on the bus. But yeah, just looking at that, even just like, you know, high exposure and everything, that's looking really cool. These pictures that you're gonna see in here are gonna do it justice. Okay, so we're back in another spot at the moment. We are currently at, I'll tell you where we are at. We're currently at Thingvellir National Park, which is where we were yesterday, and I got some really cool shots whilst we were there. Anyway, we've got about an hour here, so we are going to take advantage of like just some lovely stuff here. So yeah, let's get cracking on. Oh, you can just about see it. Actually, that's not too bad. You can actually see it when you're recording it. So you just gotta adjust your settings. It's not great, the quality, don't get me wrong, but let's see. That looks lovely. Right guys, look at that, we have got some Aurora activity. It's not great quality, but again, this video is not doing it justice, but this is really cool. Okay, the lads are on the way back to me. I can't see them. Where are you? Chocky. You guys, thank you so much. You can't even see me right now, but...
Wait, is that Mike?
No, that's not Michael. No, we're good.
Guys, it's Ollie's birthday today. Can we sing happy birthday for him? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ollie. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Thank you.
Te deseamos
In every language, go on.
Cumpleaños a Ollie. Cumpleaños feliz.
Okay, so we've made it back into Reykjavík. I'm just about to head off, but I want to shout out David here, who's been our guide today, and we found some really great spots, and you guys all seen those really cool shots. Thank you very much, David. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Nice to meet you too. Take care. But anyway, I'm gonna go head back to my hostel now. I was about to say let's go get an early night's sleep, but it's nearly midnight, and I head home tomorrow. So yeah, not really looking forward to that, but nonetheless, it's been an amazing trip to Iceland. I'll see you guys off for one last vlog tomorrow, and as per always, I'll leave you with some advice, and that is always to enjoy yourself, stay safe, and make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Thank you for watching, and peace.